There's not much I love more in life than a really good list, and this is especially true for the to-do list. And I create them at work, I create them at home. I cannot imagine the number of lists I have built over my life so far, and I'm not likely to quit anytime soon. But I'm an ambitious person. I'm someone who wants to get a lot of things done. I'm someone who has a lot of ideas. And what that means is that I generally have a pretty long list sitting somewhere within my view. So some time ago, I realized that this was problematic because no matter how great my day was, no matter how productive I was, no matter how well I thought I focused on the things that were really critical, I was still going back to a list of 40, 50, a lot of items and checking off one or two. So I issued a challenge to myself, and the challenge was this. The challenge was to only put one thing on my to-do list each and every day, just one. And it was really painful, but what I started to realize and the habit that it started to create in me was that the time I spent figuring out what that one thing was time well spent. Because it was time where I was linking that to-do back to my most critical goals. It was time where I was understanding how that item on my to-do list was going to drive things forward in the direction that I wanted them to go. And so it's really been a game changer for me. And it's not just because I have this focus on the things that are most important. I would say that's the number one advantage. But the second thing that happens is I actually get more done. And I think I get more done because when I go back to my list of one and I put a big check mark beside that item, I feel energized. I feel good about myself. I feel like I can accomplish things. And at that point, 90% of the time, I reach back into the list, I grab something else, and I continue to get things done. So I'm really curious to know, if you could only do one thing today, what would it be? And how difficult was it for you to narrow down your list? Let me know.